Dude, Matt, thank you for coming to do the podcast.
Dude, thanks for having me.
You saved my ass. I was just telling you, but this was going to be the combo breaker. I wasn't going to put one up this week.
Uh-huh.
So, and then I briefly posted on Facebook, does anyone want in the New Brunswick area available to come by? And you did.
I was like, when I saw that, did I comment on it or did I message you?
You messaged me.
Okay, yeah.
Which is the better move, much more direct.
Yeah, it's always my move is also for selfish reasons because when I saw this, I was like, oh, I really want to do that. If I comment on it, it's going to come up in someone else's newsfeed that I commented on it. Then I'll have to compete with my friends.
That's really actually thinking ahead. That's good. Yeah. So, I do one of these a week, and I always try to keep people lined up. What I was doing was keeping 2 podcasts on my computer at once. So no matter what, I can't fuck up the next week. Then that happened, and I used the second one. Then I never stocked the second one back up. So now I'm like scraping by trying to do one a week.
Yeah,
so.
You need to replenish your reserves.
Yeah. The good news is that I have 4 scheduled in the next week, so I'll be back. I'll be back on it. Then I'll get too comfortable and fucking up. That's the cycle, man. I have a hard time like being consistent with anything. Yeah. I don't know if you get that like with music or life or.
I'm really big on streaks. It's like a huge motivating factor in my life. Like for just dumb reasons. Like I didn't eat ketchup for 4 months last year just cause.
Just you weren't feeling it for a bit.
I noticed I didn't eat ketchup for a bit, and I was like, all right, let's see how long this can go. And I learned about like new sauces and like I expanded my palate a bit.
That's amazing. Like you get turned into like one of those like inspirational, like you see those inspirational social media things, but it's just like the dumbest concept.
It's the dumbest.
This man changed it all and took away the most important thing to him. And then you probably didn't learn about a bunch of cool sauces.
I did. I mean, now I eat ketchup again. So
yeah.
I might have reverted a bit, but no, not really. Like, I don't know. Ketchup has a lot of sugar. It's not super healthy for you.
It's not. There's corn syrup in a lot of it, too. Yeah.
So when you don't have it for a little bit, you can really taste it when you have it now. So now I just kind of taste gross sometimes.
Yeah. I respect that. I do a kindergarten lunch duty at work, and they literally eat ketchup out of the packets. It's disgusting, dude. A kid will ask me for 4 ketchup packets, and he'll eat 3 of them, just and his hands are all gross, and yeah.
Well, if there's one thing that kindergartners need, it's more sugar.
Yeah, so. Yeah. You subbed for a bit too, right?
Yeah, for a few years, 4 school years, 3 years total, I think.
Yeah. How did you like being a substitute teacher?
It was amazing. It was like, oh God, it changed my life.
The beautiful thing about it too is that when you're done, at the end of the day, that's it. You're done with that class.
Just walk out. No lesson planning. No homework. Nothing. Yeah. No like adult teacher homework. I mean.
Yeah.
Something that's cool also is like you can kind of become like an anthropologist and just study people and just be like, oh, like speaking to kindergartners. With kindergartners, every single sport is tackle basketball, tackle tag.
Sure. Yeah.
I've just noticed that like, oh, they just jump on each other for every single thing.
No matter what you say.
Yeah, and they're completely fine too.
Yeah. They're fine with it usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's interesting. The times I was a sub, it was just like play a DVD and that was it. So I never really had to teach it. I subbed like music a little bit, but like it was mostly just that and like got a check. So
that's the dream.
Yeah. But yeah, I going back to being consistent. It's always difficult. Even when I was a sub, like I would be like, oh, I need to take 4 days this week to teach so I can like get paid enough. Yeah. And I would just, maybe only take 3 or like just do one like really half-assed. So what do you find helps you like, I guess, play music more?
Like in regards to subbing?
Or no, just like in regards to like, because you play, right? Yeah. You play out of, actually Feeny, I would say is like a really consistent band for playing out live.
Yeah, I always try and, I guess the streak thing helps a lot with that. Yeah. We always try and play, we wax and wane, but like I always try and hit, me personally, at least doing 4 shows a month.
That's good.
So.
That's 1 a weekend or on average.
We usually double up and that's how I think we usually do it. So 2 weekends, but like. Yeah, try and do at least 4 a month. A low month for us would be like 2 shows.
Yeah. I remember seeing you guys at Champs, I think. Just out of no, like I think I was there. I didn't even know you guys were playing, and I saw you guys or something. Like, fuck, you guys are out here too. It's impressive, like to be that tenacious with it.
Dude, we play a lot in a lot of different spots too. Like, when's the first time we played a show together? I feel like it would be at the Court.
Probably Court Tavern.
Yeah.
Yeah. With Best of the Worst.
Definitely. Although, actually, okay, you don't know this, but the first time I ever played a show, I used to be in a band called the Faraway Boys, which I like a folky punk, popish skate punk type band in high school. We opened up for Big D at the kids' table at Asbury Lanes, and
Sweet.
What was that? Like 2000?
12.
12
or
no
11.
2011, and you guys
We played Best of the Worst played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was my first time, actually. That's how I discovered you guys. And I think I got the Tomahawk. If it was out then, that's when I got the Tomahawk.
It totally was out. Yeah,
Okay.
we're all out of those. Yeah, I forgot about that record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. That was a fun ass show.
It was a really fun
Seeing
show.
Big D at the Lanes. Rest in peace to the Lanes. too.
Yeah, right? Oh, man. Favorite venue.
Yeah. We the dude we had on last week, Josh, was like the cook there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he was the tater tot boy.
I was going to say, Mr. Tots, yeah.
Yeah, Asbury's still got, I mean, some cool shit going on. But it's sad. I mean, we were talking about Hamilton Street Cafe before, right? It's sad when, those places that you felt were so important, like, go
Just
away.
kind of go. It was so, I think, okay, so Hamilton Street went away because of Hurricane Irene, I want to say.
Yeah.
Whatever the hurricane in 2008 was.
Katrina?
Could that be?
No,
no,
I'm
Katrina
stupid.
was,
Katrina was New Orleans.
Yeah, Katrina was like 05 because, yeah, it was 05.
Yeah.
I,
Okay.
I know because of who was in office at the time and stuff. And
Sure.
like,
That makes more sense. Yeah.
Although I guess he was still in office in 08, but yeah, tail end. So yeah, I think it was Irene. It's probably Irene, and that like wiped out the scene in my eyes. Like, or it didn't wipe it out, but like slowly venues then started closing as the economy taking a hit did a lot.
Yeah.
But then just places started closing down, and I felt like the scene definitely waned a lot from like 2000. I don't know. It started waning a little bit from 2008 to 2010, I'd say.
Especially when you're like a kid or young, under 18 and you don't drive, and like you're really only going to places within like a 20-minute drive vicinity. It's like it really hurts. It does.
It really, yeah. And that's pretty much when I was really getting into the scene. So I guess I shouldn't say it waned because it felt really strong still. But I don't know. I feel like kids like
no, it did. All ages venues definitely fell off. Definitely, because I was still in high school at that point too, and I felt it definitely. Yeah. So it sucks. That place, Bound just fucking floods a lot.
Yeah.
Bound New Jersey floods. It's like on a river, right? Is that the Raritan River?
Yeah, it's the Raritan River.
Yeah, it fucking floods hard. Yeah.
And you got that Bound Brook going through it.
Yeah, seriously. I remember there were watermarks on. I used to like deliver bread to like a kitchenette over there, and there were watermarks in their back room, like almost up to the ceiling.
Oh my god,
like, the whole fucking building.
Well, it's below sea level, I think, right?
Yeah, it has to be. Yeah,
it has to be. Yeah, that's insane.
Extreme water damage. So yeah, eventually I guess the owner of that place figured that it wasn't a viable place to have a music venue because it kept flooding. Mm-hmm. He had Bloomfield Cafe, which I was there the night they shut that down.
Really?
Because it was like the Flaming Tsunamis were playing.
Okay.
Like a ska core band, and Jade Fire, like another like punk ska band, was playing. Who now those guys are in Kill Lincoln actually, but
Great band.
Yeah. We got there and like there was a false alarm for a gas leak there. So then the fire department came to check it out, and then they walked in and they were like, "You're gonna have people in this fucking building tonight? This column isn't even supporting anything. It's not even connected to the ceiling." Like,
oh my god!
And there's just exposed wires, and they're like, "Yeah, we're shutting this place down." And then it just never reopened. I forget that dude Mark. It was the owner, I guess, of both places. Then I remember like 2 years later, they were teasing that he was going to open a cafe in Rahway.
Yes.
Remember that?
Dude, I guarantee you that website is still up right now.
Rahway
coming soon.
I'm gonna check after. Yeah, I was so fucking stoked. I'm like, all right, like that's close, and it's the same guy, so I trust it'd be the same thing, you know?
Oh no, totally. I was like, it's close enough. It's gonna be great. I used to call them, and then they'd be like, oh yeah, we'll open at some point, and nothing.
That's it. Ah, man. The classic. Yeah, stay tuned for big news coming soon. Oh, I see that a lot. Yeah.
But yeah, whatever. Yeah, so that was like a huge drop off, especially when you look at, okay, venues are so important. Like when you're already ingrained in the scene and you know bands, you can go to more DIY, like basement shows, and you can go, because you're in the club.
Sure, yeah. But like an all ages venue, right?
You need that when you're 14.
Yeah, you do. That's what I feel like made a lot of us like lifers, and the fact that we'll probably do this forever or like and as long as we fucking can. Like, I don't see myself ever stopping, you know, like playing music and playing shows.
I'm gonna do this. Yeah, I'm gonna do this the rest of my life.
Yeah, what else would we fucking
It's
do?
just what
right?
you do. It's,
Yeah, exactly.
It's
So
gonna
like,
be somewhere running a show, and then
yeah, and it's tough now for kids to find a space to do that. I think. Like I have fifth graders, but like a parent was asking me like, "Where's a place they can like play a concert?" And I was like, "Where you're not gonna pay $400 to rent out a Legion Hall or something? I don't know."
And it's not a bar that you have to be in a certain age to get in.
Yeah. And then another teacher was like, just throw a party in your basement and have the kids play. And they're like, yeah, maybe. And I'm like, yeah, run house shows for 10-year-olds. Like, that's fucking cool. Get them into music.
Do it, yeah.
He's the kid I have is like into Green Day and shit too. And like his hair's blue. So like, I feel like he's gonna turn into like a kind of like weirdo punker guy. So
how old is he? He's 10?
He's 10, yeah.
Okay, so if he's 10, he already has blue hair. He's gonna be into like American Nightmare by the time he's 15.
He's very well on his way.
Yeah.
I showed him like I think Catch-22, and he was like, "Oh, this sounds like Green Day," because he plays the trombone too. So like, I use ska as my gateway. Like, yeah, this like punk music's cool, and like so is the horn, right? Like
that's the best part about being a sub is teacher is just giving the kids music.
Yeah, just showing them music and then making sure there's no curse words in it, so you don't get in trouble for showing it to them.
A lot of my former students play shows with me now.
That's cool.
Like, and there are a couple of them actually. I remember like having that vibe, like that feeling of like they were just discovered wherever their gateway band was. I guess for them it was maybe 21 Pilots or something.
Sure, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's really cool. You should check out. Now you don't start with Saves the Day. There was an in between Saves the Day and 21 Pilots, but I was like, oh, you should listen to. Can't remember what it was, but Streetlight's a band I pushed on a lot of kids too.
Sure, maybe like Sublime. I'm trying to think because 21 Pilots is like kind of part reggae.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think in my mind it was just like, oh, they had. Oh, you know what? I probably showed them like the Front Bottoms or Brand New.
Okay, yeah. I mean, that's like totally accessible.
I was just thinking like, okay, what are some new bands they can get really excited about? And also I love that band, but like,
yeah.
And point is, I eventually was like, so here's Saves the Day. Check this out. And now like a huge group of students. Actually, I feel like it kind of got the Hillsborough scene, like the town I'm from, the Hillsborough scene, invigorated again. Was me being a sub. If I can take any credit for that, because
a pioneer. Yeah,
we used to throw basement shows, and then they started throwing basement shows again, and
that's really cool.
Yeah.
So there's kids doing like basement shows in Hillsborough now.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Yeah, because that's like a good 35 minutes from here, probably.
15.
15? Oh yeah, because I guess.
Well, Hillsborough's giant, so Hillsborough's 55 square miles. In perspective, Staten Island is 57 square miles.
Oh wow. Yeah, so it is like really big.
15 to 35 minutes, depending on what part of town you're going to.
Yeah, that's cool though, man. That's a cool way to get them into it. Yeah, like because you do have like the battle of the bands at your schools and stuff, but that's like not what it's about, especially like it's a battle, but like it doesn't set the right vibe where it's like in the kids' hands, like
No.
So
did you play the battle?
Yeah, I've definitely played like most years. One time, I think 1 or 2 times, it wasn't even a battle. And there was one time in particular, man, like it's when I was in like a post-hardcore band in high school. And we were kind of in with like kids that were like 5 to 6 years older than us. Okay. So like we played and all those bands played. So like half the bands weren't even in high school. And all these like bro dudes in like gym shorts rolled up to the show. And like,
oh my God.
There was like a pit, I think. It was really fun. It was in the middle school. It was really funny. But
oh, that is hilarious.
Yeah, I definitely did those. I think the first thing I ever played was like a Green Day cover at a coffee house, and I spray painted my hair green.
Nice.
We played Brain Stew. Me and him one guitar, and he sat down, and his guitar was unclean the whole time. And
oh my God, well, that's a really hard song to learn.
so detailed, man. Yeah.
I could picture. Were any of the Gates guys? They went to your school, right?
I went to school with Mike from Gates, and then
one of the other guys went to my high school. So
Dan did, and he played in A Means to a Fall, who we were talking about before the podcast started. Yeah. So, Mike went to the same high school as me, and I would go to his old band shows. He used to play in a ska band, so like I was a huge fucking pop punk ska guy, early 2000s. Still am, I think. But we'd go to shows at Bloomfield Ave and Hamilton Street, and that's what I feel like really got me out and like seeing the local scene and shit, and like really getting into all that. So.
It's awesome. Yeah, no, some of my first local show memories are also involving Catch-22. Though it wasn't, I don't know, Starland, if that counts as local, but it's like,
local
bands playing a big show, I guess.
Sure.
They were big by that point, but all the bands that opened for them weren't that. I mean, every band that was on that show, it was one of those like big new holiday. I think it was called the Hometown Holiday Bro-Down in 07 or so. And it was Catch 22, Patent Pending, but Westbound Train played.
Yeah.
And, like,
cool. Probably bombed the music industry.
Not that
Maybe?
one.
No, I know
Maybe.
they played. No, I'm thinking like 2010. They played Skanksgiving at Starland.
Yeah, I saw
Bar.
them there.
Yeah. Cool.
That was right after I think Get Warmer came out, so that was a cool record.
Hell yeah. How do you feel about Streetlight doing, all these shows like the Keysby Nights show?
So, full disclaimer, my Facebook URL to this day and will never change is Keysby Nights.
Respect.
I snatched it the second I could.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten the tickets yet because I'm a little bit lazy, but I probably will.
I was like bugged that so Streetlight Manifesto is playing the Catch 22 album, Keysby Nights.
That's weird, yeah.
For anyone listening, that didn't know. So the singer of Catch 22, the guy who wrote most of Keysby Nights, he didn't record everything. He didn't like write the horn parts or like arrange them or whatever. But he was the singer-songwriter for Catch 22, recorded Keysby Nights with the band, left, and then his band Streetlight Manifesto puts out a cover album of Keysby Nights. Re-records the same album, right? And now they're performing the album in 2 months in New Jersey.
Yeah.
All the members of Streetlight Manifesto performing Catch 22's Keysby Nights. So that's what bugs me. It's like, dude, why can't you get your old musician friends? Like, why can't you get your old bandmates to play on the album? Like, it'd be nice to see Catch 22 play it.
Do you think like Ryan and Kevin would want to do that?
I don't know, because I think there's like a lot of unresolved drama that band had.
You know what that is? That's post-beef. Because I think the beef is dead.
Yeah, you can't be
But
mad
it's
about
like-
because I think all the real fights are just like bullshit on tours. Like when
Yeah.
because you're 19 and you're on tour and you guys are gonna break each other's balls.
Yeah.
So I think at this point, I don't think they would, because none of those guys, when the singer of Catch 22 left, Thomas, he never talks to anyone really.
Yeah.
He talked to Jamie Egan and Ryan Ansley, who joined Streetlight Manifesto. But then after that, like, they both eventually left.
Jamie Egan and they did leave. No, there's no members of Catch besides Thomas in the band anymore.
Yeah. So it just rubbed me the wrong way. It's like, dude, you can't like even say hey.
Did the drummer? Didn't Chris before their current drummer's named Chris, but didn't the Chris from Catch 22 also join Streetlight originally?
No, they
Or-
had another guy
Chris
who
Greer and
quickly
Chris
left.
Thatcher.
Yeah, and now Chris Thatcher is
Chris
the drummer.
Thatcher.
Yeah, but Chris Greer has
Okay.
only played in Catch.
I didn't realize that.
So
Okay.
yeah.
I should have, but yeah.
So that's the NJ ska history corner for anyone. For all the listeners. I feel like you should, if you're gonna play an album, why don't you have the lineup of the band? They're all still
Yeah.
around, those guys.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they would or wouldn't do it?
I don't know any of them I've met a bunch of them, but like I don't really know them, so I have no idea. My fan perspective is, I feel like assuming there's nothing like super dramatic between them, I feel like they'd be like, hell yeah, this is everyone's like quote unquote favorite record.
Yeah.
We should do something to honor it. I mean, I know it's my favorite record, and I'm a huge fan of all the post Tokay like Catch stuff. Like,
Yeah.
dude, Permanent Revolution. That's like
Really cool album.
so. It's like it's not neck and neck. I have to be honest, but like it's up there. It's really up there.
Yeah. They put out solid albums even after the guy left and started Streetlight. So I don't know.
Oh man, that record was so cool, and and all the singles were great. Weinstein Lips, Dinosaur Sounds. Actually, that's probably the one I play the most these days.
Nice. I never listened to that one. I don't know why. I really liked Alone in the Crowd and Keysby Nights, and then I think it was getting too popular in my middle school, and I was like a hipster. I was like a 13-year-old hipster punk. Like, oh, I'm not gonna listen to this band anymore. But then I listened back to it like 3 years ago. I'm like, oh, this is a good record.
Yeah.
Yeah. Catch 22 is great. Victory Records seems to screw over every band they work with.
I think it's just
That's the consensus. Like anyone that is looking forward to signing to Victory Records in 2018 doesn't know what they're talking about, really.
check out a Wikipedia page or 10.
Yeah, seriously, check out a law book. All of their controversies are on their Wikipedia, right?
They gotta be. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're on the internet. That much is a fact. Yeah, they're on Wikipedia. They gotta be.
Yeah. I'd imagine that's a big controversy surrounding the label.
I mean, so any band that breaks on Victory, and I mean, there's less now, but any band that like sold 1 million records, instantly once they had enough money, sued the label.
That's true.
Thursday, Silverstein,
A Day to Remember.
Day to Remember. Streetlight the
funny.
second they could.
Yeah. It's funny, though, because would they have gone as big as they did without Victory Records?
That's an interesting question. So
I feel like Victory Records makes you a household name, puts you in malls, puts you on TV.
there's a fame with that label that you can only like Taking Back Sunday. They got so huge.
Yeah, think about some of the biggest bands right now. They were Victory bands, you know?
Yeah.
A Day to Remember, like really big.
Do you remember Saves the Day? I mean, not Saves the Day. Silverstein.
Thursday.
Those
Yeah.
are three of the biggest bands in that genre, and they were all Victory. So I definitely have to give the Victory PR department props.
Yeah, I mean they did something for those
Yeah.
bands.
And I guess the accounting department props, but in a different way.
Yeah, for hustling, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, I guess they just never got paid out royalties. But I saw this band called We versus Sharks recently,
Okay.
and the guitarist was wearing Victory Records shorts and like a Metallica cap and like a dad cap. That's I found out later from my girlfriend. Is sold at Urban Outfitters. So he bought the vintage Metallica dad cap and the Victory Records shorts. And I was with my friend. I'm like, and they started playing. They sounded like Warped Tour pop punk, like three guitars, but nothing interesting happening at all, dude. Just maybe like octaves, and then like the rhythm chord was doubled. Like one guy didn't need a guitar. The most that went on was octaves by one person. And I said to my friend, like, yo, do you think like they're being ironic with the Victory Records shorts? Like, is it a joke? Then halfway through the set, the guy was like, oh, this song's on a new album coming out on Victory Records. No, dude. It was actually, they opened for Wilhelm Scream. They bought onto a tour. They bought into the tour where Wilhelm Scream played, Career Suicide. Did you ever hear that album? It's like a
Wilhelm Scream.
Wilhelm Scream, yeah, Career Suicide.
I mean, I probably have, but I can't place it. No,
Dude, if you like skate punk or like
I like Wilhelm Scream a lot.
Yeah.
But I guess casually
You
a lot.
definitely, you definitely know some songs from it then.
Okay.
So they played that album in full, which is a big album, but they had a slot to open the tour. They had two other bands play, but they had a slot to open the tour. And this band that's working with Victory now, Victory threw their name into the hat and said, look, we'll pay money to promote this tour. So let's say they put like $3,000 into promotion or something. Yeah, they got that band on the tour. I hope I don't get sued by Victory Records now for this podcast, but I don't think it'll ever reach them. But
yeah, I mean, I don't know what Tony does. If he's a voracious podcast consumer.
Yeah. So I think I'm okay. But yeah, I mean that game of like buying onto shit and like putting your name in the hat and like putting a good word in and paying people off and shit. I don't know. I just want to make fucking music, man.
I always wonder, like, you always wonder who's doing that kind of stuff. And
yeah,
I think that I had this idea years ago that it'd be so cool if someone got like all these big bands together, like big trendy bands, like, and got them all to make PSAs, sort of, just like I don't know, it was just like a fantasy. I daydream a lot.
Yeah.
I wanted to get like, so I think this daydream occurred like maybe 2014.
Okay.
So I wanted to get Soupy from the Wonder Years. I wanted to, he's still big, but like,
yeah.
Just all the dudes in the big pop punk bands that were blowing up then to just make a PSA and be like, hey, never do a pay-to-play show. None of our bands ever had to do that to get big.
Here's why.
It's true.
Yeah. I don't think they did.
I don't think so.
I do, though, remember, just for the sake of continuity, I remember one year the Wonder Years made a MySpace bulletin like, we're not playing Bamboozle because that shit's stupid. Go to a local show, see five bands get in their face, And I was like, oh, that's really cool. And like 4 years later, like, we're so stoked to be playing Bamboozle this year. But I get it, like they signed to a bigger label, right? That
they're on Hopeless now.
Yeah, who wants to put them in front of as many people as possible. And Bamboozle, at the end of the day, is it bad? I don't know. I mean, it didn't work out because the fucking guy booked Bon Jovi and like lost a ton of money. But
yikes, yeah.
It was a music festival in New Jersey. Like, that's a good thing, right?
Yeah, I mean, did people travel for that?
I'm sure some people did because there were some reunions that would happen. Maybe not far, but
I saw the movie Life.
Yeah, man, like that's a reason to go for a hardcore fan. That's a reason to fly to New Jersey, which is wild. But
yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. Folly reunited. There was a ton.
Although I bet the bulk of Movie Life's fans are on the East Coast, if I had to guess.
Yeah, Northeast, totally. Yeah, and they did probably play some other shows around it, right? Or did they only do that one at the time?
I think they did that one, and then they did. Then they did one show at I can't believe I didn't go to this show, but I didn't know. Like, they did the show, and I thought about going to I think it was Best Buy Theater maybe in Manhattan.
Yeah.
With two secret openers. Crime and Stereo, who were broken up at the time and
Yeah.
brand new.
Wow.
And this is again like years ago.
Damn.
So,
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, you imagine just, oh, hey, yeah, it's Secret Headley. Like,
Yeah, Secret, by the way.
by the way, check it out. I'm a huge Crime and Stereo fan.
Cool.
Like,
yeah, they're doing more
yeah.
reunion shows now, too.
They are, yeah.
They still play out a bit.
Can try and get
Have
out to
you-
a couple of them.
Have you heard the new Movie Life record?
I have not.
Okay, yeah, don't, man. Just don't.
No? Okay.
It's just like, I don't know what, whenever a band puts out an album on Rise Records, for some reason it sounds like fucking just,
Okay.
I don't know. Like just pop. Sounds like a pop album.
Rise Records, they're another one of those labels. Yeah, who
They're
are they
actually-
putting out these days?
They're like what Victory was for us for like the kids now. Like a lot of kids eat up Rise Records bands.
Yeah.
And some of them are cool. I mean, I'm a fucking glutton for like bad post-hardcore and like cheesy shit. So like I dig a lot of that stuff. But
yeah.
some,
I mean, what the Rise core bands, like, when that stuff first started coming out, I guess, like Devil Wears Prada was like the Rise core
yeah, they were
band.
probably the first one to hit. I mean, Fear before the March of Flames. Before that,
Yeah.
they like were get play on TV and shit. Yeah, Devil Wears Prada, Dance Gavin Dance is like a big. That's like
Nice.
one of the bigger ones for them now, I would guess.
Yeah. Oh my god, that band has had like good for Dance Gavin Dance for like sticking through.
Yeah, I can only respect them now. Like
Yeah.
honestly, for staying together and being a band, like they were, because they put up with being a joke for so long. 'Cause, dude, they still are an easy band to rip on for that reason. But like, yo, they fucking pack out venues, man.
Yeah.
They pack out. I've seen them do it. I've seen them pack out a
They
3,000 capacity venue. Like,
and
for
they survived a lead singer change.
two of them.
Two. Like,
It's wild.
what?
Yeah. And one guy turned out to be fucking selling people laptops
Right, yeah.
online. Remember
That's
that?
what I was talking about. Johnny Craig. They
He
got through
scammed
that
everyone.
thing.
Yeah, he was a pillhead, and he told people on Twitter, "I'll sell you a laptop," and they'd send him money, and he just never sent it.
Just never sent it.
That's wild. Yeah.
Now I've heard of like that's insane. I've heard of bands doing that, but with merch, but not like personal items.
Yeah. Laptop. Why is he a laptop salesman? I don't know why he thought that would work. I hope he's sober. The
It
funniest
did
thing,
though.
yeah. Yeah, the funniest shit, I went to the Dance Gavin Dance, the 10-year tour, all the singers played, and Johnny Craig came out, and he actually played with his band. He played with his original band at the time called Slaves.
Okay.
That's what they're called. And the A is like a stupid fucking triangle just to be like hip. But
Hype.
yeah, exactly. Just like marketing. But he was talking in between songs like, yeah, this song's about drug addiction, like, you know, it's never too late to get clean. I lost a friend last year, and, you know, always try to get clean. And someone in the crowd just goes, fuck you, asshole. It was so good, man. And he was just like, oh, that's not cool, man. Hey, man, I'm out here talking about my life.
My God.
And it was a perfect moment, dude.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people hate it. He's a fucking clown, dude.
Yeah.
We talked to him like for maybe like 4 or 5 minutes, and he was like fucking with my one friend and like punched him in the dick, like, sack tap, gotcha, man. He's just like a clown with like a bunch of face tattoos. Like they all, that band kind of, I mean, I think a lot of guys and a lot of people in full-time bands, like you just become like you're an adult, but you still act like a kid, kind of.
Arrested Development is a totally real thing with dudes and bands.
Yeah, I mean, so much shit like
Yeah.
just happens to them, and it's like, yo, are you a real person? And it's like, oh wait, you're not, because people love when you sing or play guitar, or like they love seeing your band, so you just like got to fuck around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, not everyone too, because some people, you know, not everyone's a fucking man child or woman child or whatever, but you see it a lot. You know, you see like personalities and like. It's just funny.
Well, from what I heard, some mutual friends of ours got to do a tour with Goldfinger, and I heard that he's like that John Feldman is like the epitome of like a cartoonist eccentric millionaire who can like helicopter into the show, then helicopter out, record 5 songs this summer, and then just kind of do whatever he wants.
That's so wild. I mean, because on top of Goldfinger, he's like a huge record producer now.
He did some. I mean, he's done some really huge records.
New Blink album, like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous.
Yeah.
Like, all huge.
That he
major.
got the used famous.
Yeah, he did.
I mean, I think he did other stuff for like what's it called? Big label, Jersey, mid 2000s, pop punk, Newfound Glory.
Drive Through Records.
Thank you. Biggest, yeah.
He did a lot of their stuff.
I think so.
Oh, wow.
That could just be completely not true.
No, I mean, you could be. Yeah.
I thought he did some of their stuff.
You're probably right. Yeah. You ever hear the rumor about the owner of Drive Thru Records?
Are you talking about the walking on? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I just want to explore it further because I want to get more information and I don't know where I can get it from.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah. So Drive Thru Records in New Jersey was like the big pop punk label. Where like I grew up on a lot of drive thru bands like Census Fail, Newfound Glory, RX Bandits. Yeah, there were so many.
Yeah.
There was rumors that to sign a Victory or in order to get a demo submission,
Not Victor. Drive Thru.
Drive Thru. Sorry, yeah. Rumors that to sign a Drive Thru, you'd have to walk barefoot on the owner Richard's back, and to crack his back, I guess.
Yes.
But it's just a very strange rumor.
It's such a prevalent rumor. I've heard it from so many different sources, just in like touring and stuff. Just people in different states have told me that.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I made a joke about it on Facebook, and someone commented, "Yeah, this singer of my band had to do that."
Well, it's a thing that's not really said. It's just something like have you ever read it anywhere from a famous band or anything?
No,
I've just heard it through
I don't know where I've been hearing it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just like you just hear like word of mouth. Yeah.
Yeah. The second you said it, I was like, yeah, he's good. Yeah. I was like the walking on the back thing.
I want to get to the bottom of it.
It was. I mean, so from what I understood, what one dude told me was, I guess they were brother and sister, right? Were they twins?
The owners?
The owners.
I think so. And they were from North Brunswick.
Yeah, neither Jersey. North Brunswick. Wow.
Yeah. But they're Jersey people. Yeah.
So what I heard was because they were super close, like brother and sister, it was just the ultimate trust thing.
Sure.
So if you could do that, then they would know that, okay, you're for real, you're gonna do this. Yeah, I don't know. As I'm trying to rationalize it.
Okay.
But like,
I get it. Like, take this walk of trust on my back.
Yeah. Although, to be honest, if I was one of them, I'd rather walk on the band's back, because wouldn't that be like anyone can? I'll walk on anyone's back. You know, that's not too much. I feel like he's taking it's more of a display of trust than a test of trust, in my opinion.
Yeah,
because you could really jack up someone's back if you mess up.
Yeah, because like you could just stomp them out if you wanted.
Yeah.
But I guess it's like weird, so that's where the trust comes from. Like, you have to. It's some weird bonding. I don't know. I have no idea.
Some people just wouldn't do it though. Is the other thing I've heard.
Yeah, probably. And we don't know their bands to this day. They could have been the next.
Could have been the next starting line.
Yeah. Oh man. Early November just did a show actually.
Nice.
Room's Too Cold. I had reports that they played badly. So anyone out there that didn't go that wants to know, the Early November played badly, according to my one friend who went.
According to
he said they were just like unrehearsed and like they just showed up and played and people sang along. Gates played that show too actually, which is cool.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan.
Yeah. They're fucking great, man.
Did they announce that?
Oh shit! I might have edited that.
Yeah, I think that's a thing to not. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
So Victory Records. Oh, we forgot to name the biggest Victory band, Hawthorne Heights.
Yeah, that's true. We did.
Yeah.
Ohio's for Lovers. Man, they just made everyone a household name.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we can talk. We'll talk about Gates, but they are great. Just a good band.
Yeah. They
put on a good show.
What are you around this Friday?
I think actually, yeah.
We're doing a show around the corner from here over in New Brunswick.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a non sequitur. The way I said it was a non sequitur, but Gates really inspired us a lot. Like just watching them, their whole post rock, mixing it with like post hardcore and other things, has definitely influenced our music over the years. But something that I always thought was really cool that they did was their light show.
Yeah.
That was always super awesome.
And dude, it's just like fluorescent incandescent lights, like in like these light cans, and just like a foot pedal, and on and off. Like Mike told me, like it was just like Christmas switch pedal. That's all they had, and they like roll the venues. Like bands would be like, "Oh, what's your light setup like?" And they're like, "No, it's just like a foot switch." But they just timed it so well, and like that's what really made it cool.
Super tight, yeah.
It definitely added like an extra level to the music, so it's nice.
Yeah.
Always put on a great show. Let's talk about Feeny, because I noticed like a direction change in your guys' music where it did go more like post rock and like so that was emo stuff.
Honestly, partially because of Gates is why. Even down to like we actually incorporate lights in our set now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Nice.
We try. I don't want to like completely rip them off, so we do it in a different fashion. Like
do your own thing.
But like we use like red and blue and stuff. But like
Totally. What time do you guys play on Friday?
We play. I don't know.
I
wanna
have
say
a practice
8.
till not. Ah, shit.
No, just
Okay.
kidding. Well,
Uh,
I don't know. So we're the first band on the flyer, so that means we're either going last or first.
Sure. However
So-
they decide. I bet the person running the house show still doesn't know what the order of the bands is.
Yeah, we'll see.
But it'll be a fun time though.
Oh yeah, no, it'll be great, and it's really cool. Hey, side note, what did you like more? What do you like more? College Ave-esque shows or Douglas shows?
Which area is Douglas?
That's
again?
like the farm over by like where the Cooler Ranch used to
Oh,
be.
okay, college.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And College Ave, yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Cool. I always go back and forth. Like
I end up at more college Ave shows.
oh, same.
yeah.
Like, not hands down, I end up at more.
I think
College Ave
because there are
shows.
more.
Yeah.
But the Douglas shows are usually cool lineups.
The Douglas shows I always liked because, first off, it's on the art campus, so they're a little bit weirder.
Yeah, definitely, it's true.
And so, depending on my mood, I could definitely go for that. But the other thing is, I've never seen a show get shut down there.
That's true too. Yeah, that's a good point because it's so far away from everything.
So far away. I mean, the not the aquarium. That was on College Ave, but the Alamo. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's another Alamo now.
There
but
is,
a
but that one
historic
closed too.
Alamo, you know?
Yeah, off Soydam Street.
Where I would see like Lemuria play.
Yeah, Screaming Females, the Ergs. Yeah, there were a lot of
Yeah.
really good shows there.
So I always liked, I don't know, those shows. I think back in the day, like it's like everything else, the scenes change. So I think right now, yeah, I go to more College Ave shows, but back like Hub City Hardcore days, and the Loft and stuff, I was more Douglas, definitely.
Sure. Yeah, there was more like of neat stuff going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we were talking before about how like your band has cycled through college generations, right?
Yeah.
Like where you find yourself playing to a new group of college kids, but they're still stoked on your band.
That's cool, actually. Yeah, that's a really positive way to look at it.
Yeah, the fact that it's still like relevant music, you know?
Yeah.
Like that someone wants to like put on.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty neat. I've definitely felt where like I've been aged out twice of like the New Brunswick scene.
I feel like we get aged out every semester.
Yeah, because I mean everyone moves and stuff, and
Yeah.
like it's cool though, you know, just playing. It's still
is.
playing in front of anyone and people digging it. Like usually, as long as we get booked once, like we'll get booked again. You
That's
know?
it.
That just helps the ball rolling.
Things change. Kids move out. They quit music. Or then a whole bunch of new kids will become juniors at Rutgers, or will decide, hey, I want to move to New Brunswick to do shows. And
Yeah, people literally do that, which
Yeah.
is awesome. Yeah,
that's why I moved to I didn't go to Rutgers. I went to Kane. I moved to New Brunswick just to be a part of the scene.
yeah, it's awesome, man. Yeah,
Yeah. And then we started Feeny on Delafield Street.
that's cool. That's a good street to do shows on.
Yeah, actually, no, oh my God,
I mean,
so many
never
great
mind
houses
if
have
you're
been
a
there.
cop listening. Never
What?
mind.
No, I'm sure.
We're chill. We're all very chill here. We don't play music.
Yeah,
Yeah, man. No, I've been to.
I saw Algernon Cadwallader on Delafield Street in 2010
It's
or
probably
11.
one of the last times. I mean, they only
The
played Jersey
Aquarium.
like 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, they probably only did.
I mean, at least in the time that I knew of them. I saw them at talk about a cool American Legion, Warren American Legion.
Oh yeah,
really-
Joe used to run that spot.
Yeah, Joe Oloco, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Do you know him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
right
yeah.
on. Cool.
Yeah, no, definitely no. Yeah.
Nice. I knew his brother Mike because he played in like a punk band. I only spoke to him once online about booking Warren, and he was
What
like,
was his brother's band was
Maya's Rune.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
played with them at a different the Linden Elks Lodge ones.
"Oh, right on, cool,
Yeah.
cool." But that's
Wow.
that was an active place for a while, and then when I last spoke to him, he said he wasn't doing shows there anymore. But I don't really know.
I haven't seen anything there forever.
Yeah, me neither. But I saw Bane's last show, one of Bane's last shows, like one of their last 80 shows or
Whoa.
whatever, because they did like 8 farewell tours.
Oh, okay. So
But
this wasn't
no,
like
it was like the last farewell tour. I think they had like 2 or 3 shows after it left.
But this wasn't like when Saves the Day and they were doing all that stuff.
No,
right?
no,
Okay.
yeah, Warren American Legion, but it was packed out. It was good,
Nice.
and I saw Algernon there once too, and like Timeshares, I think, or like
Mhm.
whatever that like Jersey punk band was.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's little pockets of cool spaces, but I feel like Central Jersey, like New Brunswick in particular, is hurting for an all ages venue.
So bad, dude. So bad. And it just makes so much sense to. I always want to start one here if I could. Like,
Yeah, I feel like I think
Gennaro, but
I
yeah.
think if like it was rolling, like so many people would help out. Like there's so
Everyone
many
wants
people
it.
willing to like make it happen. You know, it's just like fucking hard to.
Yeah, I mean, I always feel like the perfect locations, I mean, New Brunswick would be amazing if someone could afford the rent and find
Yeah,
a
and
place.
find a place that's safe and zoned and with decent parking,
Yeah, right. But the second number one location, I think downtown Somerville actually, or in Bridgewater.
Yeah, there is space over there.
Yeah.
There's more space in those towns.
And the thing is like it's right on the highway: 78, 287, 22, 206, 202, 22.
20-minute drive from New Brunswick.
20 minutes from New Brunswick.
Yeah, maybe less.
But-
That's why Bound
yeah.
Brook was cool. Is right up Easton, and you're there.
Yeah, same thing. Boundbrook would be great.
Yeah, anything in that area. Yeah. So we'll see. Maybe some person who doesn't know about like the scene will just come along and open a venue, and hopefully it still works.
That'd be sick, and hopefully they do it in the right way.
Yeah.
People try and do it in the wrong way too often, I think.
Yeah, it's hard, I guess. I don't know. I never really had to do it, but I can't imagine making a living off booking shows.
Yeah, you know what though? I gotta give props to Boon Tunes. What they're doing right now is amazing.
Yeah, Justin's works really hard. Just to put on good shows. He's like super accommodating. He just does it because he likes doing it. He's not even like really like they're open whenever he wants to be, and then like he does shows, but he has a job besides all that, So
yeah, he's doing it for the love of the music.
yeah,
amazing.
He played in a band. He played in. I mean, it's cool when you see someone who played in a band because they kind of get it. He played in Professor Plum.
Okay,
They're like an old like NJ ska band.
Yeah, Justin was in Professor Plum.
Yeah, he played drums in it. He
No way.
wasn't their first drummer. He was probably like their second or third, but
We play Boon Tunes. That's like one of our home base venues. I gotta tell him. I have to like ask him about that sometime.
yeah. And I know Jenny, who plays in Hub City Stomper just now, played in that band too, which is pretty cool.
Nice. To bring it full circle, I think Professor Plum. I found out about them. Did they get shouted out on 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4?
At the end of Keys Be Nights, yeah.
Exactly.
Keys Be Nights at Catch 22 at the end of their album shouts out a bunch of Jersey ska bands. And yeah,
one cool guy, Professor Plum. Yeah,
totally. Oh man. Wait. So with Feeny, what you think? Like Gates really brought out a direction of change. Like,
yeah. No, I mean, they definitely were an influence. Just the way that they run such tight shows, but yeah. So
just because the writing style changed a lot. Because you guys went from what I thought would be like what I'd say was like a punk or like pop punk band to now it's still kind of punk, but like emo, like post rock style. So what just felt like a direction change was good.
I don't really want to make the same record too many times, I guess.
Yeah.
Like maybe twice would be fine, but like
I feel you.
I think it was really organic. Like I know like every band probably says that. But it was
better that than to be forced,
Well, there were some things. Actually, you know what? I'll say what every band doesn't say. There were a couple conscious choices I made. When we wrote like our second EP, No Beauty and Routine, I gave myself a challenge that I wouldn't use any power chords on the record.
Oh wow.
The first record's all power chords, so I was like, and I felt like I just got in the box with songwriting. So I was like, okay, if I don't use any power chords, what can I do?
Yeah.
So it's a lot of just picked out stuff, and I came up with weirder chords. But also, the other thing I told myself was, if you're gonna do something like this, don't be weird for weirdness' sake. Make cool.
Make it practical. Well, not practical, but make the music make sense.
Like I'd rather use it. Like if I need to use a power chord, and there are like a couple power chords on the record, because I didn't want to like.
You don't want to short. You don't want to short the song just for your streak of no power chords.
Yeah, just for my just my weird streak.
No catch up, no power chords on this album.
Yeah. So
that's cool. No, that's definitely a good way to push yourself.
Yeah,
it's it's like tying one arm behind your back to make the other arm better. Like in the writing perspective. So, because really there are only fucking 7 chords you can. I mean, if you want to say chromatically, there's 11 chords in a key, right? Yeah, plus major, minor, but still, like as far as the root, and only 6 of them make sense. So to use practically in a song. So
yeah, and also you gotta keep in mind, like, so when we put out the first EP, I was not there's a big age difference, but I wrote most of those songs in high school. The second EP, I think it came out 2015. I was in my early 20s, so there was a gap between when you write songs when you're 17 to 19 versus when you're writing songs at like age 23.
Sure, big different perspective.
Yeah. Right. So I don't know. Yeah, I had already discovered Explosions in the Sky and the Mountain Goats, and like
cool.
I mean I still listen to like Static Radio NJ is still like one of my favorite bands, and I still am obsessed with all the punk I
Totally.
yeah,
Yeah, you
listen
don't.
to.
Yeah, you don't age out of what you listen to, but
No,
sometimes
you only
the way
add.
you write. Yeah, exactly. Totally.
Yeah, I think that's a healthy way. I think there are a lot of people who who maybe do feel they have to age out.
Yeah,
or
that shit's
something.
lame. Yeah. Listen to the music you like. Don't feel like because you're older you don't have to anymore.
Right, yeah. Like, there's a place for both Rancid and At the Drive-In.
Totally.
Actually, those bands are actually more similar than that. Then anyone who doesn't listen to punk would think those bands sound the same.
Yeah, that's true. Like explaining music to like a parent or like an
Yeah.
adult, like no, they're both rock punk bands.
Yeah, they're angry guys shouting about something in an upbeat tempo.
Yeah, I did hear the new Feeny single. I thought it was pretty cool.
Thanks.
You guys recorded that at Canon Sound Studio.
Mhm.
How was it working there?
It was cool. Jesse's real cool, and Mike Ettinger, who is the other guy there. It was awesome. We did our last EP with them too.
They've done a lot. They've done a lot of albums and some really big. Like they did all Man Overboard shit, and like they've done some really bigger things. So it's a good play. And didn't Jesse write a book?
He's really smart. That was my favorite part about.
That's fucking
there.
sick. Yeah.
He's just talking about like all kinds of subjects, bouncing off like I don't know. We talk a lot about politics when we make these songs, actually. But also hearing him tell stories about just like because he's been around for a minute, so hearing stories about when he was at a house in New Brunswick with like Chris Conley and Jeff Rickley.
Yeah,
or, like,
that's fucking awesome.
Right?
Yeah, just all hanging out. And
Yeah,
now they're all
just-
doing very well.
Or the one time when he did the Leftover Crack records and and Laura Jean and Against Me came by to
At
do-
the time, Tom Gable, right?
at the time, yeah. So Laura Jean Grace at the time, Tom Gable came by to like do gang vocals.
Yeah.
And just like, oh,
That's
that's
fucking cool.
so sick.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, they're one of my favorite bands forever. Against Me, so I like just geek out
Geeked
so
out.
hard.
Hell yeah. That's
but
cool
I don't know.
meeting new people and all that. Like not meeting new people, but like I don't know. You surround yourself with like-minded people, and eventually, hopefully, you can look back and be like, "Oh, that was so cool! Like we were all
Yeah.
hanging out back then." You know, like that's
Totally.
a fucking awesome story. Going to a show with the singer of Thursday and Saves the Day.
Yeah.
Like, that's really cool.
So I can't. Well, that's like. So I studied history in college. For me, you break down that word. It's his story. So that's why I did it. It's story time. That's what it's all about. It's songs, everything. I just like hearing cool stories.
Yeah, totally, man. Get to talk to people, shoot the shit.
Yeah.
You know, do you find that you write about politics in your songs?
No. A little bit, but
I didn't
not
really
in an
hear
overt
too
level.
much of it. Yeah.
We have like, I don't want to. For our sound and what we're doing with Feeny, it doesn't. I don't think it's. I don't know.
I
we
agree. I agree with what you're
Yeah.
the thought. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah, there's a time and a place for it. We're not that like. Obviously, I love Anti-Flag. I love Rage. I mean, if you can
You
gather
can
what
like
I'm saying,
you can
yeah.
like bigger picture do like talk about a power dynamic or a power struggle, but you can't
Mhm.
be like super like no effects political like or propaganda where it's like you're just reading statistics or a
Yeah.
prison song by System of a Down where you're just like it's not the right thing where you're like shouting off, you know.
We're not the right vehicle for that message. That being said, we actually are more political than most people think.
Cool.
For example, I try and do it in a different way. Like the last song on our on No Beauty and Routine is called "The Haymarket Affair." It's not that much of a political song, but I titled it that, hoping people would one day Google it and learn about it on their own terms if they wanted to.
Cool.
It's about like work, and it's loosely about it. It's about like International Workers' Day and how we got the 40-hour work week and labor struggles. But it sounds like it's a love song. And there's a second song on that record where I say, so I guess we do a little bit talk about politics, but more personal. I'm not going to list stats at someone. I don't want to
Yeah.
shout. I want them to discover it on their own. That's
Yeah.
the teacher thing. Yeah.
Totally.
The second song, which is probably our second, or it's either our most popular or our second most popular song, Spoliation, which is parenthetical titled Uncomfortable. It seems like it's about a relationship, and I might be blowing up our own spot by saying this, but it's actually not. It's about, it's through the lens of that. It's like through metaphor, but at one point in the song, I even say, this song will pass on lips that misunderstand, or these thoughts will pass on lips that misunderstand my song, because it's actually kind of about like intolerance in a broad sense, just so I don't completely blow up my spot. But it's about when people, the way I handle that, so it's still personal. I guess what I'm trying to say to bring it all together is that song is about when you really like someone and you, as a person, and you want them to, you want to like pursue any kind of relationship with them, but then they drop like a word that you're really uncomfortable using.
Sure.
And I don't always want to lecture people or get in a fight. So in those situations, rather than teach them something, I'd rather just extricate myself from their life.
Sure.
So yeah, there's a couple other songs that are kind of like
conscious, I'd say. And
Yeah.
definitely in the climate that we have, I'd consider that political.
that.
Yeah.
But,
Even if it's
yeah.
not in like a big broad, like a specific sense, like it makes people think,
Mhm.
right? And that like when people, that's like the best way people can learn shit or take it in is when they want to, when they're
Mhm.
moved to. So like, especially as a teacher, like if I can get kids to do the learning and
Yeah.
like I just set it up the right way, that's awesome. I don't have to work as hard.
Exactly.
And I'm still being efficient. It's not like I'm being a shitty teacher, but like there's ways to do things where, you know, you can suggest ideas or like move people to look into things. So
Yeah.
I think
You
that's
can
neat, man.
you can dunk a horse's head underwater and they still might not drink.
Yeah,
So,
it's fucking true, man. It is. So
yeah. So I guess it is political, but you really have to dig. You have to dig a bit for it.
yeah, tight. Well, yeah, check out Feeny. Definitely check out Feeny. I think we're just about done, man.
All right.
Okay.
This was a lot of fun.
Yeah, Matt, thanks so much for coming by.
Thanks for having me, Joe.
Yeah, hell yeah. Subscribe, whatever.